Hola, I'm Ben.
And I'm John.
And together we're OCB.
Metal Around the World.
And we're back in Argentina because they had so many damn good bands.
Yeah.
That we didn't want to, we wanted an opportunity to like showcase and highlight more than just two.
Yeah.
You're a big country and you have a healthy metal scene.
And that's what we said we were going to do in the first place is, any of the countries that have a large scene get a couple extra days.
I do have a question. I forgot to look it up. Is it Argentina? Like, there's Argentina, goes all the way down to the south, right?
Right.
The southern tip of South America. Are they the ones that have penguins?
I'm not sure.
Or is it, what's the other country there? Is it Chile?
I think so.
One of them has penguins, and that's just cool. So if you're down in Argentina and you get the idea, I'd like to try to eat a penguin. So if you want to send me some penguin meat.
There is something seriously wrong with you.
If it swims, I want to eat it. I guess generally that applies to like aquatic animals, but
yeah.
And honestly, penguins probably taste bad because they got the oil to make them swim better, like ducks. But
if it swims, you want to eat it. I know a lot of people that swim.
I'd eat them.
Yeah.
As long as they're cooked right, so I don't get that mad cow disease.
Yeah. Well, that's only from the fat ones.
Okay, like the beach. Anyway, I bet Argentina has a lot of nice beaches. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the two bands we're doing today, the showcase band will be Knife of Melqart. We haven't done a lot of shows with this yet, and every band seems to have black metal bands. Most of them don't stand out, but this one kind of did.
Yeah.
Because it was more, I think they called themselves an instrumental black metal band. And it's like, who does that? I mean, granted, black metal vocals, half the time I can live without them.
And I'm going to be honest here. I do the video editing for us. So Ben here's the one usually going through the music and picking it out. So this is also kind of a reaction for me half the time because,
Yeah. I'm trying to make sure you're somewhat familiar with it. That way, because I'm not going to just pick them. It's like, yeah, we're listening to this because it shows half his. He needs an input, and he does. You give your
yeah.
I actually think you listened to most of the band I sent you.
Yes, yes. I gave him at least a sampling.
But we both like this band, and we like the other band that we're going to highlight, which was Jesters Klowns. And they're kind of, you described them like kind of like a bar metal band.
Yeah, it's just good old fashioned bar metal. It's not it's not death metal. It's not overly how would you put it, symphonic or anything like that. It's
almost just hard rock, almost. Yeah. It bleeds a little into the metal, kind of like all your Wasps or your. Right. We haven't done that, and they're a good band.
Yep.
And they had a cool name.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, before we go on, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share. Get the word out about our show, and definitely for these bands that we're featuring on it, because
Knife of Melqart only has 35 views on the song we're about to play. So they need the.
Yeah, let's give them a boost here, folks.
Okay, so let's get into it. The song's called Meta Hpion. My bad. know you can hear some vocals in it.
Yeah.
But they're accents. They're like add to the emotional landscape.
It's more like an instrument than.
Yeah. I mean, he's not saying anything. He's going like I just stepped on an attack, or
and I love the sound of these guys. The beginning, like very dirge-like. The only thing, and I'm not sure, it could be our sound system too. There's like zero mid-range in this.
I actually think, you're right, and that might be our system. The only, now that you pointed it out, I'm going to notice it now. It's like, it's all low and highs.
I'm not saying anything about the music itself. Maybe it's more about the mix. It's just there's like no mid-range going on at all.
And I would say I'm pretty sure that's a drum machine. It sounds like.
There are drummers that.
I mean, you could set up your drums and it'll sound like that. But I think it's actually so tight. I think that's a machine. Either that or their drummer is a machine. I mean, he's a machine.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know this happens a lot with black metal acts, where it's like just two buddies and a drum machine.
But maybe their drummer is a machine. Maybe he's part of that MK Ultra thing.
Maybe. Anyway, we'll get back to it. I don't know about you, but for me, I can't imagine. I mean, I like a lot of black metal bands.
Yeah.
I can't imagine any black metal vocalist that wouldn't lower this, which would not make it make it generic.
Yeah.
I mean, you're taking out the actual vocals. It's makes it holy crap! This music's amazing. The melodies in here are awesome.
It's very it's a soundscape. Yeah. I mean, it's a heavy metal soundscape. Honestly, this would fit very well into some video games or certain movies. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, I mean, it would be awesome, like a movie about Gladiator, like a fight scene or something.
Yeah.
But it doesn't just stick with one feel.
No.
It is a journey. It's a ride, kind of like Wolfface did, but they had their singer added to that.
Right.
Like this guy, if he was actually doing verse, chorus, I think it would detract from it.
Yeah.
I mean, him just going in the background is that kind of cool.
It adds a creepiness to it.
Yeah. It's out of all the black metal vocalists that I've heard, and some are definitely better than others.
Yes.
And then there are some that sound like Popeye, which, I mean, I guess it would give me a giggle if all of a sudden you're. But I mean, it would ruin the feel.
Yes.
But,
well, let's get back to this because I'm enjoying it.
That was a perfect amount of time to keep it from getting boring.
Yes.
It's like, good job. That's like. I did notice something. It's like if they'd have played that in major chords, that'd have been like the happiest little riff ever. It's like, I mean, I would be all smiles and rainbows and puppies and stuff. And it's like, but playing the minor chords made it very dirge-like and kind of like, the rainbows are gone and the puppy is dead.
No, I enjoyed that. Like I said, my only complaint, because everything else we put through the system.
Yeah.
I think it was a production issue. It had kind of a boxiness to it due to having like almost no mid range.
Yeah, and I think
that may be what they were going for, and it just didn't translate well on our system. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and that could be too. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I was glad I found it.
Yeah.
Because I was wading through, because I was actually looking for like, okay, we don't really do, I mean, we actually try to avoid the black metal bands because there's one in every country.
Right.
It's like, I'll listen to them, like, well, there was a ton of them in Argentina. So I was glad, I saw the name, like, that's different. And then I saw the whole instrumental black metal, like, what's that sound like? Like, it sounds kick-ass. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I mean, they do a wonderful job setting their tone and the feel of the song. They don't need lyrics to express what they're actually doing.
Right.
I think you guys did a wonderful job with this song, and the other song I got to listen to, it was the same. Like, to me, I was like, this is just really good, and it's different.
Yeah.
And it deserves to be showcased. Especially because, I mean, I'm sure, 35 views for that awesome song.
Yeah.
I mean, we got more views on our joke song.
Yes.
Yes, we were a band, in case you didn't watch our retrospective.
Yeah.
That's how we started this whole channel. But yeah, I mean, I got nothing but praise for you, and I hope you continue. I hope you get enough to, like, motivation to, like, yeah, we can do a little more. Because even if it ends up like you peak, your treading water is probably better than a lot of people's, hunger trying to get better.
No, I mean, these guys obviously aren't getting the recognition they deserve. Because just amazing musicians.
I mean, I would almost call it the dark funeral metal as opposed to black metal, because there's none of the. I mean, it has a dark feel to it. I mean, and they use some of the musical tropes of black metal. Although their blast beat thing was like just long enough to keep it interesting.
Yeah, if it would have gone any longer, I would have started getting bored with it. But they cut it off just at that point.
Because actually, when they were doing that, I'm like, I'm giving it 2 more measures, and then I'm gonna be bored. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they went 1 measure more, and it's like, okay. And they actually went to a slower thing and just kind of like changed the. I mean, actually, I think they played the same riff through all the drum, like 3 different drum changes. They kept it interesting. It's like, that in and of itself was pretty cool. But that's pretty much all I got to say about Knife of Melqart. I just keep going, guys.
Yeah, you're doing an awesome job. I love the music.
And so I guess we will go to Jesters and Klowns. The song we're going to kind of skip through because it's just a highlight. We want you to get an idea what they sound like, and if you like them, check them out. Because we'll leave a link for them. But this is Forbidden Doll, which that sounds interesting, but unless it's like about dirty sex dolls.
Ew.
Don't get a used one. Get a new one.
In the fire, burned up by your fame. Nothing tears from your body and kisses in the air. Set me free from your eyes and let me breathe again.
Alright, before we start skipping around. I'm already like, it caught me right at the beginning, and then they did the kick in. It's like, that's what made it metal, not just rock.
And yes, and it's like I said, my description for them is just like you had bar rock, they're bar metal. And I'm not ripping on them for that.
That's not a dig.
They're actually really good musicians, have good music. It's just, this is the kind of metal you'd hear in a lot. You go to a bar, they've got a live band going. This is the kind of metal you're typically going to hear.
I mean, they reminded me like mid-'80s Scorpions, a Michael Schenker group.
Right.
I mean, it's like, it's metal, but it's really accessible like rock.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I like the singer, I like the guitar work, I like the drum, I like everything about it.
Yeah.
It's just good, fun. It's just like, I would go to the bar to see, and it would make my time better.
Yes.
Even if I went to the bar because, I just got divorced and I needed to get drunk.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, now I feel a little better. I only need 2 beers now.
I mean, we're in no way ripping on them. I love the music. I love the song. And I'm not even saying that it's not that I'm trying to say that they're generic.
No.
It's simply that this is, like the term that we've been using a lot here lately is accessible.
Yeah.
It's something that a lot of people can enjoy. It's not like death metal, black metal, prog, and all that, where you've got to have a certain appreciation for what's being played. This is This is something a lot of people can latch
This is
on
like,
to.
what if Dragon Force was good? But we'll skip ahead a little bit. But then. I think so. Bass player. Nope, guitar player. Do they have 3 guitar players?
I'm not sure.
Because I think that because there's a woman and it's like, oh, hey, that's not the bass. The bass is that dude with the dreadlocks.
Yeah.
It's like, and she's good. I mean, watching her fingers, it's like, this girl can play. That's something I always liked about metal. It's like musician wise, it's always been inclusive.
Yes.
Your fans generally don't. Granted, if she's super hot, like, I want to bang her.
Yeah.
But generally, it was. That's just dudes. I mean, in general. But if she's attractive, I want to have intercourse with her. But we appreciate the talent.
I never thought anything like that.
I was being PG.
I'm lying.
But I mean, if she's up there rocking, that's all a metalhead generally cares about. Is like, that girl rock. They don't even think of like that girl, like that person rocks. Yeah. That's something I always appreciate about the metal scene. Is like, well, just accept you. You kick ass.
Yeah.
If you're hot, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
It's that doesn't actually bring people to the show.
You know what though? If you really think about it, that is one thing about metal. Because we were talking. You can be an absolutely hideous troll,
Stephen Grimmett,
and still
Grim Reaper,
still, be popular. And
it's kind of like when they were talking about like Austin Powers. Like, you don't have to be pretty to be a sex symbol in the '60s, and but because everybody's on drugs. But here, not everybody's. Maybe weed. Maybe meth. But drugs have never been a huge part of the metal scene.
Right. I mean, unless you're talking about your big names, up where the Hollywood metal and stuff like that, where.
But I think that's just so they don't realize how little they're getting paid.
Yeah. But, well, let's.
Yeah. Go have a little further.
It's kind of hard for me to see because it's so far away from it.
No, I think I saw Beer. I think they're switching instruments. Oh. Yeah. There's different people popping into the video. Like the girl's gone and now it's this dude.
I think she's over there. Or is that dreadlock guy?
That's a dreadlock guy. He's the only one that stayed. Him and the singer there was that stayed.
Okay. Well,
Jesters and Klowns.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, there's my guitar solo hard on.
That was an amazing solo.
Yeah, I love that.
That's what we should call it. They're anthemic metal.
Anthemic?
Yeah, that's an anthem. This is an anthem.
Yeah,
it's a rock anthem.
Yeah.
With a little bit more panache, a little more. It's not strict rock and roll. But it's an anthem. It's like a go.
Yeah.
And I think I actually think they're popping the women in and out.
Yeah.
Because there she is on the video.
It might be.
It's probably a joke we're missing, or might have something to do with the song that we don't.
Well, yeah, she may have been like a guest musician, vocalist, something like that.
Might be, the bass player's girlfriend. I don't know. I mean, I just thought
maybe they just thought that she was prettier than the other guy, and
maybe they just thought it was funny. I don't know. I mean, it's like there's probably something. I know there's something we're missing here.
Yes, but
the song itself, it's kick ass.
Yeah.
But
make a few over me, melting the floor, symphony.
It was too bad.
Symphonic souls running away. Maybe tonight I can make all you over me, melting this flame, symphony.
Yeah.
This is the joke we're not getting.
Yes. I'm willing to bet that this was done intentionally just to screw with everyone watching.
I mean, maybe if you're into the band, you know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I just found them 2 weeks ago.
Right.
So, and I gotta say, I mean, it makes me kind of sad that they got the highlight role because and the reason was because they're more popular than the other band. They don't need the help. They don't need the boost. And I love Knife of Melqart.
Yeah.
But this just I love this song.
Oh yeah.
And they're falling into that line where I could see somebody didn't like Knife of Melqart, it's not their thing.
Yeah.
But this song, if you don't like this song or you don't like this band, you suck.
Yeah.
They're just that good. It's kind of like with the AC/DC or even not metal bands. You don't like Bob Seger? Don't talk to me.
It's okay. It's hard rock metal.
Yeah.
Yet very accessible.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's how can you not like this?
Yeah. It's like those pop songs you don't want to like, but it get stuck in your head.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the George Michael songs in the 80s. I don't want to like this. I don't. But damn it. Or Wham. It's
Wham.
Yeah. It's as I grew up, now I can admit, I do the jitterbug. Hey, back in the day, oh no, it sucks, I hate it. But secretly, I'm I'm gonna go listen to this Wham. I'm listening to Iron Maiden for an hour and a half now. I'm gonna go listen to Wham.
Lock yourself in a closet with a pair of headphones so nobody can hear you listening to it.
No, I don't like that at all. Yeah, but these guys just kick ass.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and finish it out. Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to it again now. But band. Here's the actual band. Yeah, those are just friends or something.
Yeah.
They're. I mean, okay. Apparently, all the girls in Argentina are beautiful.
Yeah.
So, but I'm sure that's not true. But actually, going through the bands, I know that's not true. But
yes, but we've already said we're not going to mention names. So
I'm not even talking about her. I'm just talking about there was a metalcore band, and I thought it was cool as hell.
I still hate that term.
I do too, because it's just here's a death metal band. We're going to apply a generic term because it's melodic and accessible.
Yeah, we're going to call it metalcore. You're basically saying metal.
Yeah. Well, I guess hardcore punk I think that's where the core came from.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just recognize like hardcore. Sometimes it's metal, sometimes it's punk, sometimes it's garbage.
But no, I just love these guys, and that guitar solo is just like,
yeah.
I want to masturbate to it.
I don't know if I go that far, but yeah, I would. Big props to these guys and to the Knife of Melqart. I mean, just
definitely listening to more of both of them.
Yeah,
because they're great.
Yeah, and it's like with, and we'll contact both bands, let them know that and hopefully we can grow there.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a small channel, but we're growing, and this is why one of the reasons we want to grow. We want people to know about, hey, we found this really cool thing.
Yes. And
we want you to hear it. It's got to be better than like coming up to your door and going like give you copies of the Watchtower. Yeah, think of us as heavy metal Jehovah's Witnesses, I guess. But,
oh, wow! That wasn't what a
definitely not as annoying, I guess.
Yeah, I hope not.
Yeah, and we're not going to take away your birthday
or holidays.
Yeah, you can listen to our show and like the bands we present, and you can still get presents.
Yep.
And drink a beer.
Yes.
And what was the one thing you told me that they did now?
Yeah. And if somebody breaks into your house, it's okay to defend yourself.
Yeah, you can kill a shit out of somebody that's attacking you.
Yes. Really, I've got nothing else.
No.
Like I said, both bands are great. Checking out more of both of them now. And before we close out, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share. Get the word out about the show and the bands that we feature on it, because they deserve to be heard.
Yeah. So, fare thee well and rock on.
Rock on.